Hello, everybody. We
Hello,
made it.
hey,
Woo!
congratulations!
Yeah.
Still
This
alive, still alive. And
still
what a
alive.
day to be
This
alive.
is
What a day
so
to be alive.
exciting.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very, very excited to be here with you, Tiffany, again. Congratulations to you first to have handled it with all the lives throughout the weekend, being here with us, and in the back office in a way, like working our arse off to manage the teams, to discuss with them, check their challenges, uh, help them connect and interconnect. Because figure, did you figure out that we would get more than 500 participants on day one when we
No,
started
that's
planning
so
this
great.
hackathon?
So great.
That's that's amazing. And in about just 10 days or 15 days, when we started discussing about this hackathon up until today, where all the teams submitted uh, 2 hours ago for their final results, that's I honestly I am like I wasn't expecting that. I was telling the team like if we have like 200 or 300 people, that would be amazing. If we have 20 projects, that would be amazing. And we went past
Above
way
and
past
beyond.
our expectations, to be honest. So good job, everyone. Thanks so much for everyone who submitted and everyone who actually participated. As I said earlier, more than 500 people registered originally. Actually, beat more people joining in actually. So we are at more than 600 people who actually ended up registering. Some people adding people on their teams, etc. And we had more than 32 or 33 submissions overall in the dev post as of 6 p.m. Among all the 40 or 50 projects that started, more than two-thirds finished this marathon of innovation. That's amazing. Honestly, that's very, very impressive. And a wonderful, wonderful job for everyone who went through this weekend, who took the time through all the time zones actually in the world to actually interconnect with others, grow, learn, and try to tackle this COVID issue from a variety of subjects, from economical issue to healthcare to work, labor. We've seen some teams using AI, some others using hardware, and some others actually just like thinking of how can we support the mental health of our frontline workers actually, and so many others. Local economy, local coins, peer-to-peer support, micro companies, etc., etc. So many projects. I invite anyone who's watching this live to actually go on the dev post, check the project, and who knows, maybe find a project that you want to push forward to move. Because again, one of the most important parts that we shouldn't forget, whoever is going to be announced as a winner doesn't matter really. The real winners are the ones who are going to continue their projects. They are the ones who are going to stay together, to stick together, to find the resources, to hustle a bit, to pivot maybe, and to move their project forward, hopefully with all the help that we're going to help them get and provide, as well as the help of our ecosystem, because we're lucky to be here. And even throughout the world, like lucky especially to be having all this support for startups and projects to move forward. Of course, thanks a lot for the sponsors, for the partners, the other organization. We had more than 25 organizations that came together and had thanks to Johan, Oleg, Charles, and Josh, who hustled their way to get actually all those partners on board on such a short notice. So a huge thanks for all those partners from the organizing committee, as well as the companies who came together. I know that TELUS, even yesterday night, we were talking about what we can provide, and we have some really nice surprises for all the participants. Van Hack as well, who came at the last minute to give a really amazing workshop and bring some developers to support us. And of course, the Impact Hub, TEDx Abos4, sorry, Accelerator Connects, and the team of Montreal New Tech, as well as Global Shapers and many others. I hope that I'm not missing any. The consulates of Germany, the consulates of Switzerland, who supported this endeavor. That's a lot of support, and whether it's monetary or the moral support or the man and woman power support to move that forward, that's extremely appreciated. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I couldn't say thank you enough to all the mentors who came together. We had more than 100 mentors throughout the weekend. Some from the technical aspect, from the business aspect, but also others from Switzerland, Germany, and all over the world who actually wanted to share their experience and expertise, whether from a business side or a technical side, as well as like the hackathon side, because again, like to remind it, this is a global movement that started in Germany and Switzerland, and it's going across the world to try and hopefully able to tackle COVID today, but also living with it in the next couple of weeks and months, because the reality is that COVID is here, unfortunately, to stay, and we as humanity will need to adapt through innovation, technology, but also compassion and humanity to come together and to move forward through COVID and learn to live with it and find innovative ways to actually do so. Because we are all tired of this confinement, and hopefully together we will be able to get out and get back to work in a more empathic world, hopefully. And it really, really reflects this aspect because, again, our team is coast to coast to coast. We had people from British Columbia, Ontario, the Prairies, Quebec, and others. But it's also a tremendous testament to how the world comes together in time of crisis. How we're able to actually come and work together to try to tackle a crisis. Hopefully, we'll also learn to do that when it's not a crisis, but that's another challenge. Anyway, so thank you again for all the participants, the mentors, the supporters. We wouldn't have been here without you. And through that, it's time to give some numbers. Again, like as we started, more than 600 participants overall, about 100 mentors, about 40 or 50 projects, 40-ish. I don't know because sometimes the teams are not all registered, but between 40 and 50 projects who started the marathon and the hackathon, and well, it's marathon, and 32 who actually submitted. This is awesome. What an accomplishment, really. So thanks for everyone who did that. And I had the chance to work with about like 10 projects, and just those 10 were like so inspiring. And whoever wins, that doesn't matter. Again, like to say it again, on a eu 32 projets qui ont soumis finalement. Il y avait une cinquantaine, entre 40 et 50 projets qui ont entamé ça au départ, 600 participants, de nombreux sponsors. Et encore une fois, il faut le souligner, c'est pas pour être le gars cute qui dit « Oh, vous êtes tous des gagnants à mon cœur, c'est vrai. Il y a quand même des gagnants qui vont être sélectionnés, mais les vrais gagnants ne sont pas ceux qui vont recevoir un prix. Sont ceux et celles qui vont être capables de continuer leur projet, de les faire avancer, de trouver les bonnes ressources. On va essayer d'en fournir autant que possible, mais garder ce momentum-là, ce mouvement-là pour faire avancer vos projets, ça prend des efforts, de l'effort de notre part, de l'effort de notre écosystème, de notre communauté, mais du vôtre aussi. Et il va falloir qu'on travaille de concert pour pouvoir faire avancer vos projets. Et les vraies gagnantes et les vrais gagnants sont ceux qui vont avancer dans leur projet par la suite. J'ai personnellement vraiment hâte de voir tous ces projets-là. J'en connais malheureusement juste une dizaine, mais j'ai hâte de voir tous les 32 autres projets et essayer de les interconnecter avec les bonnes ressources pour les aider à résoudre et à faire avancer leur projet parce que c'est vraiment important. On ne le souligne pas assez. C'est extrêmement important de répondre à cette pandémie-là, tant aujourd'hui que par la suite. Comment est-ce que nous, comme société, allons pouvoir apprendre à vivre avec Covid, parce que Covid est là pour rester. On y répond tant les gens dans les premières lignes, les gens du domaine de la santé, mais la réalité, c'est qu'on va retourner au travail, il va falloir vivre avec. Et il y a beaucoup d'innovations qui ont été développées, des idées qui ont été avancées en utilisant l'intelligence artificielle, des objets connectés, d'autres affaires, des volets juste de la compassion humaine, etc., pour y répondre et pour nous aider à vivre avec. Donc je vous invite tous et toutes à aller sur le DevPost, voir les projets, et qui sait, surtout si vous faites partie de l'écosystème de soutien, je vous invite beaucoup à aller jeter un œil aux différents projets sur DevPost. Le lien va être probablement partagé ici. J'invite d'ailleurs mes coéquipières et coéquipiers de l'équipe de Together vs Virus de poster le lien. Donc, les gens d'Impact Hub, Montréal New Tech, TEDx, etc. S'il vous plaît, faites-le. Comme ça, les gens peuvent aller voir ces projets-là, commencer à voir s'il y a peut-être des opportunités pour les accompagner. Maintenant, les soumissions ont été faites. Le jury va les libérer. On va évidemment annoncer tout ça à partir de demain. Vous pouvez aller voir, évidemment, les membres du jury, etc. vont être annoncés aussi dans les minutes qui suivent. The jury will be announced in a little bit. And we have a variety of people, both from academia, the youth, experts in a variety of fields who are going to judge. I'm sure like it will be a hard one to judge that aspect. But it will be done. So, let me see.
Elias, your mic's a little bit off. Elias, we can't hear you very well. Your mic is a little bit funny. I'll take over some announcements and I'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay, can you?
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Oh, you weren't able to hear me. Oh my God. For how long have this been?
It went a little bit quiet. It just went quieter.
Okay, is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, we're adapting. Okay, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I was like, like crazy talking to myself. Okay, that's wonderful. So I don't know why it was quiet, and I'm not going to repeat everything, but I think we talked about the 32 projects that are on the DevPost. So we're inviting everyone, and especially organization from the support ecosystem, to go and check them out, because some of those projects really deserve to move forward, and some are using some groundbreaking technologies and can be meaningful startups in this fight against COVID. The jury will be announced in few. We have some really interesting people, both from academia, youth, technology side, the business side, etc., who are going to judge this. I'm sure it will be a very, very, very hard endeavor to do, but I'm sure like together, they will still, unfortunately, need to select some. But again, the real winners are the ones who are going to move forward and continue on their project. The list of the prizes, again, of course, I'm sure like everyone here at the hackathon really joined the hackathon to have an impact, to come together, to learn, to build, to grow their network, as well as potentially develop solutions that are really meaningful. But unfortunately, some people will have to win. Unfortunately, well, it is what it is. So go and check all the prizes. I'm not going to list them again like we did that last time, but go on togetherversusvirus.ca -prizes. And you can have a list of all the prizes that are there. You can, the wonderful Tiffany is highlighting those. So thank you again so much for all the organizations that are giving prizes for all those participants. They worked their off, and they deserve those prizes, of course. So again, this is a community effort. We came together about 15 days ago to decide to come together to help build and develop those innovations over 48 hours. And we are trying to move those projects forward. So this is, again, a call for the community. If you want to offer something, whether it's mentorship, whether it's a program, an incubation program, a mentorship program, or an incubator, or an accelerator, or cash prizes, of course, please reach out to us. We would love to collaborate and see how we can move those projects forward and hopefully bring them to the next level. Donc, si vous êtes une organisation, un accélérateur, un incubateur ou une organisation qui veut supporter cette démarche-là, nous sommes évidemment ouverts, car c'est un effort communautaire. Ça fait une quinzaine de jours qu'on travaille très fort avec différentes équipes à travers le monde pour amener ce hackathon, plus de 600 participants, une trentaine de projets qui ont livré, etc. Mais on veut les amener à un autre niveau. Donc, si vous pouvez contribuer à cet effort collectif et communautaire contre Covid, nous vous invitons à nous envoyer un petit message. Ça nous fera plaisir de collaborer ensemble et de voir comment on peut faire avancer ces projets vers un nouveau niveau, vers le prochain niveau. Now the ceremony, because we have to decide whoever is going to win at some point and announce it. So Tiffany, how is this going to work?
So we will have a live prize ceremony tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So you don't want to miss out on that. We are very excited to present these amazing prizes to you guys. After all of your hard work, it is paying off. Also, we have a feedback survey coming out that we would love to hear back from you from. We just want to improve. We all want to be able to build this up and make it better. So we want to know your thoughts and your feedback. Attached with that will be your ability to apply for your certificate. So you just have to fill out some information and we'll make a certificate that you participated in the hackathon. As well, we have some next steps to help you out for additional support for your project afterwards, we created a section on our website. So go check that out, togetherversusvirus.ca. There will be a next steps section on there. We're very excited for you guys to be continuing these projects and building them up. Like Elias said, the virus might be here for a while, so we team up together and do what we can. Let's bring back Elias.
Hello.
Hey.
So yeah, absolutely. And as we just said, you know, there is an important portion here. Is that we're all growing and learning together, and we've worked a lot, and the teams worked a lot, and I'm sure there are a bunch of learnings. We see all this feedback coming up already, and it's really important to give us this feedback. So please take the time to fill this survey, and as well as like stick on the Slack, because as we just said, there are some teams who are using artificial intelligence, some others who are using IoT, new technologies, etc. And what I can promise you is that we're going to work very hard to bring you experts and move those, whoever wants to move those projects forward, we are going to bring experts. And I'm just thinking about, like, for example, in the 5G and manufacturing, as we have like some teams who are using artificial intelligence in manufacturing to detect better, like, are the social distancing, etc., being used. Others who are taking care of like the mental health, etc. So all those needs are going to need some support. So stick on the Slack, and we will try to get you people to support you in this endeavor. So stick there. That's really important. A mini thing before closing is we have 32 teams who all applied, and we would love to have your voice heard on who can be a public choice award. So there are like little hearts in the dev post on togethervsvirus.devpost.com. So register there and show your love to the team, because we may have a really interesting surprise for those teams. And it's also just a show of appreciation for all the hard work of people, and also the fact that you actually read their application. So like, you better go and check them out. And especially I'm thinking of all the participants. Quand tu participes, t'es vraiment pris pendant 48 heures. You're working your off during 48 hours. And now is the time to have a look at the other teams and to see what others have collaborated or contributed to, especially thinking of the team that didn't, unfortunately, finish with the project. I'm sure you're eager to contribute. And many of those projects actually would welcome you with open arms if you can contribute to their project. So those are like important points. It's a little pointer to stay engaged in our community, because we want you there. It may not be this time that you win, but staying in our community, building together and learning together will allow you to actually grow and have more impact in the future. So stay tuned as well. And can't wait for 4 p.m. PST and I guess 7 p.m. EST. We're all working with those time zones to tune in for the big prize ceremony tomorrow. Right, Tiff?
That's right.
Wonderful.
We'll be back here live tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for all of your hard work. This has been do you think we can nail the high five yet?
1, 2, 3. One, two. High five. It's good.
We're getting better. There we go.
Good job. Thank you so much, Tiff, and thanks to you as well for being such like a light during this weekend. Thank you so much for all your energy and everything.
Oh, you're the best host ever. It's been a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you all tomorrow.
And good job again. Congratulations. Thank you.